How's it going, everybody? It's me, RDV. I'm here with Zach again for the top five. What is the top five? The top five is we take five books from both of our pull lists, and basically the books we think were going to be the best books of the week that we were going to be getting this week. I just want to say quickly, if you haven't already done so, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so. We love having you guys here interacting with us on the chat and also in the comment section. And if you want to help us out, check out the Ko-fi link, which is listed in the description below the video. All right. Now that the spiels are gone, now I'm no longer a professional YouTuber. I'm going back to being generic. All right.
Go back to being your normal self.
Hey, lady. Right. I want to say real quickly, you ever notice that when people do like the intros, it's always like click like, subscribe, it appears on the screen. It's like do this and all. All right.
Yeah, they have like the little banner that shows up, and
yeah. It's like click. It's like
I noticed that everybody has that these days. Like
I know
it was just one or two, but now like the more people I watch, like everybody's got that.
I'm rebelling against that. I'll give you the little spiel and see if anybody notices in the beginning that I do it versus the other videos. Maybe it helps or not, but
I the little thing that shows up because then you're not listening to them go through the spiel.
Well, I like to do it in the first 30 seconds because people tune off after 30 seconds for whatever on this channel. It's sad. But not everybody. It's crazy, been a crazy week. Our readings from last week had over 500 views on Fantastic Four. And then our Spider-Man was taken off too. You guys just love Fantastic Four in here. We'll continue to read that on this channel for you until we die. Or until you stop watching.
Speak for yourself. I'm out. Just kidding.
Are you kidding me? If we start reading more, if they start wanting more of the Star-Lord stuff, you're in.
Oh yeah, Star-Lord definitely. Shoot, Fantastic Four, I still am. I love Fantastic Four.
Hello to J.R. Exner. Hell says Hail Lord Zeno and Hail Princess Xena. Ooh, Warrior Princess, our only true savior. And hello to Ash 1138 saying, "Hey you pies." Can you be more specific though? Are you saying cherry or wait? Is there a cake on there? Or is it a pie?
No, that's a pie.
Okay. StreamYard likes to give us different emojis versus what's happening in the YouTube chat.
Only acceptable pie is chocolate pecan. That is the only pie that I will accept.
And Marania, how dare you give me these words to read? Anybody read?
You must be talking to me. That's the language of my people. Hang on.
Are you Jewish or gibberish? I don't know what the hell is.
I think it's German.
Oh, Spiel, Spitzel, and Hasfener.
Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer? I don't know. Incorporated.
Spiel, Schmezel. Oh, I know what that is. I know what that is now.
It is cake. Oh, wait.
It's the opening to Laverne and Shirley.
Okay.
I think it is anyway.
I couldn't tell you either way because I don't watch Laverne and Shirley. I only know Squeaky from that and Lenny. That's it.
Squeaky and Lenny were the best parts of Laverne and Shirley. Although Shirley was also cute.
That was the best part. I thought the best part is when it went off the air.
Oh.
All right. Ash is saying pie is greater than cake.
Ash is a liar. He's a
pie and cake are.
liar.
I'll just say this: pie and cake are the same to me. I'm gonna be eating them both.
Cake is easier to make.
And also pie. I don't like the graham cracker crust, so I'll definitely go with cake because I can eat the whole entire cake.
Okay, now you've got me disagreeing with you because the graham cracker crust is one of the best parts of the pie.
The thing is that now, like I said, I'll take it back. They don't all use the good graham cracker crust or crust they use for the pie filling. They use the normal ones, the ones you buy. They're like Cube or whatever. Yeah. And they don't taste that great.
Yeah, well, yeah, if it's like the store-bought crust. The store-bought ones are...
Homemade pie, though, I think might be a little better. The crust might taste a little better.
Homemade anything is always better.
Because it just tastes, the pie, like when you go buy a pie from the store or Walmart or whatever, you pick it up there, you go in, or those Sara Lee's, even Sara Lee's, you get the apple pie, and then you get the crust. The crust just tastes so bland.
Well, see, that's your problem. Is are you getting it from Walmart or a local place? Because
a
local store is probably going to be better.
Well, Walmart, I have a grocery store too, Kroger's here. We don't really have a local bakeries anymore. They're kind of were run out of business by the big box stores.
Yeah.
Zach is dead to me. Well, I guess he's here to haunt you now. He haunts me every week.
Several times a week.
Yes, it's in his contract.
I don't even have a contract.
It's
I
unspoken.
should get one. Maybe I get paid.
Homemade steroids are the best, JR. I do wish you the best, and don't hurt yourself. Don't try them out yourself. All right. Peach and chocolate pie are the best. Wow, we're talking a lot about pie tonight.
We are, and I just finished eating. I don't need to be hungry again.
I feel like Dean Winchester put the end of the chat. Pie?
Pie?
Yes. All right, so
So weird. You know more about the Winchesters than my sister does.
because Supernatural is just a phenomenal show from beginning to end, and I'll admit it did get a little weird when they went away, but I love the very beginning of the first couple seasons. It's just phenomenal. The brothers getting to know each other, and just you get the monster of the week, and when you have a formula that works, you stick to that, and you build your subplot up. But all right, so everybody's going about key lime.
Key lime is pretty good.
Cheesecake, actually a pie.
That is, I will accept that. Cheesecake is.
I don't eat real cheesecake. I eat the fake stuff.
Oh.
With the graham cracker crust.
Well, yeah. I mean, you gotta have graham cracker crust.
Jello. Cheesecake.
Got to.
The no bake.
I mean, cheesecake is also the best kind of comic book genre too. So.
Oh yeah, I eat my cheesecake while reading my cheesecake.
Listen to all these pies. You're forgetting the most important pie, Ash. Pizza pie. The only pie you do not want a graham cracker crust on, I'm pretty sure.
All right, so might as well jump right into it. Last week we did a rock, paper, scissors. Do you want to continue that, or do you want it to just go first?
Let's go it. Let's go for rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
Let's do it. All right, we're going on 3, or are we going on shoot? Like 1, 2, like
rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I always go with paper.
I always go with scissors. That's why it works for me.
I need to change it up. I need to go with rock.
People are like, "Oh, my ears," because I did it right in the microphone.
Hey, we've done louder things. J. Jonah Jameson screaming.
Yeah, but not on camera, Zach. Wink.
Oh.
Hey.
No.
All right.
Just go.
All right. My number 5 is Carnage, number 9.
Oh.
I've just been loving this with everything, the plot and twists, just everything with Ram V. Ram V touches anything, it's gold. I have never known Ram V, as far as anything I've read for him so far, to be anything bad or even average, and I'm not a big fan of Carnage. Carnage was like cool in the cartoon series. And Maximum Carnage, I used to own that. I love the book. I sold it to Krennis. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It's pretty much where this is a reinvention of Carnage. Not necessarily a retcon, but more so everybody knows what the events of Absolute Carnage, where Cassidy was being controlled by Null and go and steal people, the codex out of their spines. So we get a detective basically who hears the voice of Cletus Cassidy in his head. Cassidy's supposed to be dead, as far as I know, but is this Cassidy, or is this an echo of Cassidy's soul trapped in a piece of symbiote? We don't know. But he's hunting down the actual Carnage symbiote, who is traveling with the serial killer, and we don't know what his end game is, but I think he wants to basically to bring back Null, or at least we're not sure. But anyway, along the way, we get a lot of people just being killed, Asgardians being killed. Malekith, the curse, is brought back. It's been a while.
Wait, Asgardians are being killed in Carnage? Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So basically, the scripture here is racked with the insatiable lust and longing for power since its communion with Null, the symbiote is missing only one thing to level untold destruction across the universe. It needs a weapon. We don't know what this weapon is, but it's been like a cosmic ride. And last issue we had kind of a horror book, because this kid walks into he's recording something and he's and his phone, and he's like, we're going to the old scary deserted house, everything's just haunted, but I'll prove it in. He walks in there and he ends up meeting Cletus Cassidy. And there's a bunch of bodies on the floor that are missing faces. Ooh. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, originally I had no clue, whatever. I saw this a couple of weeks ago or a couple months ago. I was looking at the basically the issues ahead. I came around this cover. I was like, oh my gosh, he killed Volstagg.
That's why I was looking at the cover. It's like he looks like he killed Volstagg.
The
Yeah, one
Warriors
of the
3.
best Guardians with a huge beard.
Yeah, and he's just where I'm like, this is Cletus Cassidy. Like, is he? I'm like, and he's just breaking on the kid, and he's because the kid way basically broke into the old orphanage, abandoned orphanage, which I believe is where Cassidy's from. I forget the actual name, but so basically that. Going with that cover because that cover is just that is believe that's Kendrick Lim. And I love this kind of like the Flash thing. And now people said like, well, we don't like this in the actual movie because it looked like this, kind of oily, kind of shiny.
Yeah,
I don't know. I kind of well, it's symbiote slimy. It shows it should be reflective.
It's supposed to be like slick and yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way he looked in the movie.
Shepherd's pie. Yes, that's what Cassidy's having. Meat pies.
Shepherd's pie doesn't have a crust though, so can we really call that a pie? It's more like a casserole, I think, like a layered pie.
All right, and then this is the Sakura, Paulo Siqueira or Sakura. This is his cover, which is cool, and he has the classic, the blade,
Yeah.
He's chopping heads. Look at the heads. Heads are flying, floating heads, Zach.
Like, I'm not a huge Carnage fan, but I may have to start picking this up. I do like Ram V. I like what he's doing with Detective, so I may have to start picking this up.
So does this qualify, Zach, as floating heads?
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
And then we get the LaRocca 1 in 25 variant.
Salvador LaRocca?
Yep.
Nice.
Guy's an Extreme X-Men, so.
Very cool. I actually got some Fantastic Four books that were penciled by him over the weekend.
But as much as I love the Salvador LaRocca, I love that style. I'm happy with the main cover, and that's very rare for me these days because a lot of the main covers just suck.
Carnage, I'm looking through the main covers for Carnage are actually pretty good.
And you see do you see all the symbols behind them too?
Yeah, like
all the Asgardian symbols.
Oh, it's Asgardian. I thought it was like a Zodiac killer type thing.
Well, it could be Zodiac too. I don't know, but it looks a little more like the Norn stones. Remember they had the different.
It does. No, you're right. It does look more Norse now that I'm looking at it more closely.
Man, you guys are still talking about pineapple cakes and all stuff, man. I started a baking war. All right, so yeah, this is issue 9. Go back and read this. It's been fun, and Francisco Mana's been doing the art on this. Mm-hmm. It's just a fun series, and it's still going up to 11. Yeah, so it looks like Venom, and you got Spider-Man on there. So I mean, it just looks great.
Right on.
So Boston cream pie, the best cake.
Never had Boston cream pie actually.
I knew a girl in Boston once.
I knew a girl who liked Boston once.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Moving to my number 5, we're going to go with an indie book.
What?
By Mr. Mark Miller from his Miller World universe. Nemesis Reloaded. You just passed it.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Third from Nemesis Reloaded. I've been getting into a bunch of Mark Miller's books recently. We had Jupiter's Legacy that was last year. I kind of started to dig into with the Netflix premiere. He's had several other shows and titles and worlds that I've been slowly dipping my toes in. And so now we have Nemesis Reloaded. He's bringing back his Nemesis character. It's being drawn by Jorge Jimenez, who I love Jorge Jimenez's artwork.
I gotta say that when I first saw this, I kept thinking it was Red Rooster.
He does have a similar outfit, not the same color scheme, but
I know, but it's just the white version.
It is.
White.
Yes.
So
and,
Zach,
and here come the jokes for the all white costume being on.
I didn't say anything. That's you.
I know. I'm just getting out in front of it. No, this God dog it. Just when I take one miniseries off my list, another one finds its way back.
That's how it works, man. Yeah,
that's how it goes. But no, it looks like it'll be cool. It looks like, it's a very violent book. It looks like it'll, kind of scratch. If you like a lot of violence in your book, that's the cover I'm hoping to find. I think that's the Steve McNiven one.
It just looks like, to me, every time I see is the mask, the collar, how it's shaped, and the stuff. It just reminds me of Hawk, from DC.
Kinda, I can see Hawk too.
That's
I can see
Hawk with guns.
Yeah. Which I would read, maybe. I'm not a Hawk.
Right? DC, give him guns.
I mean, he's got guns on that cover. He's got some katanas on the cover A. I don't know what's cooler, but I'm interested to check this out, especially because there was an article recently, like Mark Miller is doing like this. He's planning this big crossover between all these different stories and worlds he's created. So like Kick-Ass, Jupiter's Legacy, all these worlds he's created, they're all going to have like a crossover, which sounds nuts because I've read several of the stories that he's written, and those are bananas enough by themselves. That one, I think that's the Frank Quietly one, huh?
No, this is Steve McNiven. This is
is that the McNiven one? I thought that was Frank Quietly.
No.
Oh, that is McNiven. You're right.
Frank
what was the one you just had on there? Oh, the guns. The one with the guns was Ryan Stegman. That's what that one was. Yeah, the quiet.
Stegman world, and like I love this. So Frank Quietly makes him makes Nemesis look kind of old.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of Frank Quietly's art. I know Ash is gonna type something about that, but just not a huge fan of it.
I love Frank Quietly, but I'm just saying it's just not for this character. Like I said, Ryan Stegman, exclusive cover.
Yeah,
he looks great in this one.
Yeah, that one does look really cool.
I kind of would want to see Stegman do his own. Stegman should have his own run on drawing the artist or drawing the character for a while. It'd be cool too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but I'm looking forward to giving this a shot. It'll be another Miller book to add to my library. So yeah, this is my number 5.
So you want to know how you make this even better? This cover, you just turn it into Resident Evil, and you have Alice with 2 guns shooting out, or Jill Valentine. Nope. And it says Jill Nemesis.
Okay, Jill Valentine, yes, but Alice is not a character from the video games. I do not.
You know what? She's
Resident
Evil from the movies.
No. Nope. The only Resident Evil movie worth watching is 2.
All right. Would you rather have Amanda Wong? I think his name is.
Yes.
Yeah, the one that was
Yes. I don't even find Mila Jovovich isn't even that attractive. Her eyes are too wide apart.
Wow.
Sorry.
Just tell me how much you hate women.
I don't hate women. I just don't like Mila Jovovich. I just don't see the attraction that a lot of people do. Sue me. I don't know.
Go watch Cuffs with Christian Slater.
Go watch what?
Cuffs. Kuffs. Yeah.
Okay. Never heard of that. Is that a movie or a show she's in?
It's a movie with Christian Slater.
Okay.
Zach is back to being dead again.
That's me. I'm a zombie. I'm dead. I come back. I'm dead. I come back.
All right. The world's most evil comic book is back. Who's Nemesis and why does an eccentric billionaire who dresses up in a mask and cape want to terrorize people instead of helping them? Isn't that how it's supposed to go? Trigger warning. Too violent and too cool for some. It is cool to see Jorge Jimenez working with Mark Miller. When you can snatch some of these artists away from DC and have them do some indie stuff, that's cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would probably be picking this up just because it's Mark Miller, but having Jorge Jimenez do the art is a big bonus. Whenever he's drawing like for Batman or any of the DC books that they have him on, it's always a blast to look at his art. So I'm really looking forward to it here.
Wow, that chat just turned on you so badly.
That's what they do. I take on the brunt of the jokes from the chat to keep them off of your back. I'm your shield.
What's
that you cut out there?
My shield. Are you my white savior?
No, I'm not your white. No, not at all. If it were up to me, I would abandon.
You're
I
on a
would
delay.
let them. I would let them go at you. But anyway,
All right. All right. So my number 4 is a book I've been waiting for since last year, man.
oh wow,
Yeah, they announced it, and it's been waiting for it. Just trying to figure out where it is. It is Batman the Animate. Basically, the Adventures Continue. Basically, the Adventures Continue season 3. They should just call it the Animated Avengers. Let's do that. That's
Yeah,
basically what it
should've.
is.
Yeah.
So
cover.
yeah, so this yeah, dude. We got Paul Dini, Alan Burnett with Jordan Gibson and Monica Kubina coming back and do the coloring. Monica Kubina is the one who's basically been selling me on this book. I follow her on Instagram. A great colorist, great person, huge comic book nerd. So she's always sharing stuff, and then I think it's Tim Levin is the other guy. It's always sharing art, the animated art, the character stuff. So this is kind of weird. They get Kevin Nolan doing the cover on this, and normally I'm gonna be okay with that, but I just don't like this face. It just ruins it for
does
me.
look like he's smiling.
It looks like you got Reed Richards in there. The chin is just way too long.
Oh, see, the chin I don't have the problem with. I'm looking at his mouth. It looks like he's smiling. Like Batman wouldn't smile.
His head's too long.
I don't see that.
Compacted a little bit.
And
what is with this cover here? We got the Riddler.
Yeah.
Looks like that Gordon Levitt's guy, whatever he is, All right, so the cover I was looking at was actually this cover. I'm gonna be picking up the Clayface.
Oh, the Clayface
That's
one?
great. The vampire and the actor. Because this is the actor. This is the Matt Hogan from the animated series.
Yeah.
So, and this is actually a scene from the animated series.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, he took everybody hostage. He was inside the control room. Batman had to fight against him.
Yeah.
Great thing. Yeah. So Rupert Thorne's in this. Always great to see him. Rupert Thorne, Black Mask. I believe he's Black Mask. Yeah.
I like the cover that looks like one of the title cards from the episodes.
Yes, and we were talking about this
last
night.
That's cool.
This actually looks like the animated series.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like at the beginning of the episode, they would have like the title, and there'd be like a little picture with it. That's what that reminds me of. So that one's probably the one I would go for. That's pretty cool.
All right, so I am glad that you are getting the better Miller book, though. I'll say that though.
What's the worst Miller book?
Well, you know what I'm talking about. The one who fell off the wagon.
Oh, that Miller. Oh.
There only is two. There's Millar and there's Miller, I guess.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Frank Miller.
Well, the one you're getting to know isn't Frank Miller. I said you could be worse. You could get the Frank Miller books coming out.
Yeah, no. That's a no from me. I'm not I'm back to being double dead for Ash.
Undead Gwen, are you talking about this cover here? For computer drawn?
Looks computer drawn. I can see that, but like the title cards for the animated series were always very simplistic looking.
Mm-hmm. It'd be great if they actually took like they adapted, the comic books again, furthermore, and actually started putting out or not the comic books, but our cartoon series, started putting actual like titles, for the just adapt them again, put them in because bring them back because I guarantee a lot of people did not get the original series, the Kelly Puckett ones.
Yeah, but you can watch them on HBO. I mean, I don't know. Like, I always find it like Disney's doing this, Marvel's doing this. I mean, with the Mandalorian, like they're doing the Mandalorian comic, and it's shot for shot the same as the show.
No, this is what I do. I would take like do follow-ups like to episodes.
Yeah.
This is what happened here. And now Clayface back in, and they're reminiscing or basically talking about going back to like this happened in this episode. Like That'd be great, like a companion book to the series.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
overall, like I said, I've been enjoying this. The
What,
first two series.
what would be cool is that cartoon they were doing that I think Brubaker was the writer of, and that got like postponed or canceled or something. They should take the stories they were going to do for that cartoon and turn those into the comics. That would be cool.
Yeah, this is a Kelly Jones cover.
That one's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Batman's infected though. I'm a nitpick for certain covers. Once I see it, I can't unsee it. All right, yeah. I guess he's on with the main cover. This one.
Yeah, the one that
drawn.
the animated series looking one. Yeah. It does look a little different than the animated series. There's like a little there's something to it. Can't quite put my finger on.
Also, why would Croc be cowering?
Because Batman's beat him up several times before. That's why.
But he still tries to fight Batman. You know, he doesn't back down. He's not a huge coward.
The only one of them that looks like he's ready to do anything to Batman is Mr. Freeze. Like even Joker and Harley and like Catwoman
I
are
know.
just like,
I don't know. I said I hope it's gonna be good at 32 pages. It's $4, but I'd rather pay $4 for this because this is a better Batman book. I love.
Zdarsky?
Well, Paul Dini writing Batman, to me, it's always been better than even Zdarsky or Ram V. It'll be interesting though because I've liked every Paul Dini stuff he's done on Batman. So I hope this holds up.
All
right.
Cool.
Let's go to your number.
Undead Quinn's been putting his books in the chat. He had 5. I believe he had 5 books. He started with the number 5. If we go up to the top, he said his number 5 pull is Little Monsters number 9. And then his number 4 is Dark Ride number 4.
Hey, you're supposed to reveal the deal that he made, apparently, in that Dark Ride.
Oh, really? Okay.
According to the synopsis, that's what it says.
Right on. All right. My number 4 book. I'm going to flip a coin here and see which one is going to be my number 4. I think it's going to be this one. By number 4, we're going to go over to Marvel, and we're going to look at Chip Zdarsky's latest book. We have got Daredevil number 7, or if you're counting legacy numbers, 655.
I'm glad it's on your list. It's not on mine.
It's not on your. Oh, well, then I made a good. No. I made a good one then. Yes, I avoided some crossover. Yeah. So this is my number 4.
It's always good to avoid crossover by Dave.
Don't cross the pull list. Yeah, no, I've been liking this little run that Zdarsky's had with Daredevil, where he's leading the hand, or not the hand, the fist.
Are you getting this Frank Cho? Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Not that cover, no. No, actually,
the Frank Cho cover.
I did see the Frank Cho cover. It's pretty good. The one I'm hoping to get is the Tyler Kirkham. I like the Tyler Kirkham style a little bit more. It reminds me a little bit more of. It's got some more detail to it, kind of Chichetto-esque.
I'm at the point in my life, if I see a Frank Cho cover, I kind of want to grab it because I'm surprised that he's even still making stuff. Well, they allow him.
You can't really sexualize an homage cover. Like you can't. Like it's not like he can stick his upside down Spider Woman on there somewhere. But yeah, the art style that Tyler Kirkham has, I dig that. There's a cool look to it. The Peach Momoko one, not one of her better pictures in my opinion. And the cover A is not bad. I think that one is Marco Cicchetto. I just don't like being reminded of Frank Castle wearing that weird alien skull thing. So I'm sure that'll be inside the book, but I don't want to see it on the front.
My favorite part of this book is when Master Chief's going to show up.
Master but no, I've been enjoying this run though. The last few issues have been pretty cool. I've enjoyed them a lot. I'm looking forward to seeing where Chip Zdarsky takes the characters. I'm surprised this isn't on your list. He's not in jail anymore. I would think you'd be happy.
Well, when I started seeing people throwing fists up in the air, I'm thinking this is communism. The fist solitary.
I've liked this direction where he and Elektra, they're like leaders of their of the hand now, or is it the fist? I think they're the hand and Punisher's no, Punisher has the hand.
Yeah,
And,
so basically it says because everybody knows they built they broke all these supervillains out of the jail, and they brought them there.
Daredevil's giving them like a chance to rehabilitate.
Yeah, because he says you're not gonna be able to do, you're not gonna do it behind walls of. But I forgot who it was. This guy named Bullet, whatever his name. He's like, dude, you need to take away the walls, but the walls are still here because he won't let us leave.
Right. Well, it's like even if you say you broke us out, but if we go to America, they'll just arrest us again. So we're stuck.
Yeah.
So it's still interesting though. So yeah, I'm curious to see where he has the story going. I've been liking the Zdarsky run so far. So.
Actually, no, Marani. This does sell what's going on because we're gonna have a crossover with Punisher.
Yeah, there's gonna be a battle between.
So the main cover actually sells it. So I just like this. It's a home edge variant. That's all it is. It's Frank Cho. I like. Yeah. Frank Cho usually draws the women, but he's drawing guys. And he's drawing this. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Still recommend you go and get the original cover. Go get the original book by Frank Miller. And I hope Bullseye does appear soon again.
I would like to see Bullseye or even Lady Bullseye. I thought Lady Bullseye was a cool villain too.
So Punisher is in this book.
Yep.
So that's why he's on the cover. So
there you go.
And we're basically we're leading up to war. Yep. I think the next issue or those or two is gonna be war. For shows here, yeah. The next one is war.
Yeah.
So
cool.
For once, Marvel actually has a book. So once Marvel actually has a cover that's actually accurate to what's going on in the book.
Yeah. That is true. So that is my number 4 book of the week.
I keep thinking this kind of looks like World War II or Pacific, the Japanese logo and the sun.
I mean, maybe that's why they put it there because it's all to do with ninjas and stuff. Maybe that's like a little
Tears of the Sun.
Maybe Tears of the Pun is sure.
All right.
Sorry, I had to. I'm sorry.
That's not my Punisher. Definitely ain't mine either, dude. I did read Frankencastle. As much as that was dumb, I enjoyed it.
Never read Frankencastle. I've heard of it. I've heard tell of this Frankencastle.
It was dumb when they did the Punisher, but it was fairly entertaining because he teamed with the Howling Commandos.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, is that when the Howling Commandos were like the Creature Commandos? Like it was a whole
yes. So he teamed up with them. They called him Frank. But eventually he was brought back to life.
Yeah.
So anyway, Ash has Blank for number 5 and Blank for number 4.
I love those blank books. Those blank books are so entertaining.
All right. So that was your number 4. Let's go to my number 3. My number 3 is a book that if you're not getting this, you're just gonna be mad because it's actually been one of the best books coming out this. Marco Silvestri's Batman the Joker Deadly Duel. Number 3. I've just been loving the interior on this, and what you see on the cover here is the same art you're getting on this. The Gimp mask. Well, if you don't know, you don't know.
I was going to say, he looks a lot like the Batman Who Laughs, and I was about to be really upset. It's like he came back.
He looks more like the Slender Man.
Oh, you know what? He does kind of look like the Slender Man a little bit.
But the reason he has a mask because the Batman took Joker back to the cave, and he put this mask on him. So basically, Joker can't see anything or hear anything.
Oh,
and the joke is like, so how many times does Batman use this mask, and why does he have it? Does him and Catwoman get a little kink session going there?
I didn't need that. I did not need that.
All right, and yeah, so Sylvester's art has been great in this. I admit the line art doesn't really do it for me. When I first read it, I was like, "What is this?" And then he showed like Batman on top of the GCPD in the rain by the bat symbol, and the
Mhm.
Joker there, and he's like, and it's just like the rain coming down. It just like blew my mind because I haven't seen anything like this in like a long time as far as art and stuff. Now the story is not too great. I want to say it's the best story ever, but definitely better than the Batman Spawn thing you got with Todd McFarlane writing. So Mark can write. I've been enjoying it. Synopsis of this: The Dark Knight and the Clown Prince of Crime's alliance started off as shaky, but now it seemed to have shattered entirely. Batman has imprisoned the Joker in the Batcave, desperate to find answers about both the disappearance of Jim Gordon and the strange genetically modified humanoid monsters gathering severed heads across Gotham. But when one of these monsters' tissue samples comes to life, Batman comes face to face with a creature even the world's greatest detective doesn't fully understand. And he may have no choice but to resume his partnership with his greatest enemy. It is $4.99. This is their black label. It is it's not the magazine size.
Okay, I was about to ask if it was magazine or if it was like a normal floppy size. Okay.
But it has like those thick covers. Like the stock trade covers.
The card stock?
Yeah, card stock, kind of like that.
Okay.
It has some decent quality to it,
Right on.
It's $4.99, which I can understand. $4.99, it's Mark Silvestri. I can see that.
It's worth. Yeah, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, because he's doing the art and the writing.
Yeah,
and it's only 3 issues as far as I know. I don't think it's going to be is book 3. Is it?
Well,
actually, hold on, it goes to 5.
Goes to 5.
Wow.
I was gonna say if it's just 3, that would kind of make me be like, really, just 3 issues?
So,
that's all you got in the tank?
I'm going with the main cover for this time because I like Silvestri's art. And you look at the other alternatives by Jason Shawn Alexander. I'm not a fan of that.
I'm not digging that one.
He's taking a shit.
He's batstipated.
And I thought it's just like Jeff Hardy version of Joker.
Oh yeah, I don't care for that.
I thought at first he had a hoop earring right here. I was like, what is this like?
His eye is his pupil is way too tiny.
What's with you and eyes today?
Dude, I don't know, but that one just doesn't look right.
They're too far apart, or their pupils too small.
I brought up eyes twice.
Ben Temple-Smith. This looks like a parody, like a play would have in a Shakespearean play. The long nose.
Like a marionette.
Yeah.
And he's too disproportional. Like his arms look longer than his legs. Yeah, that's a weird one.
Right. And then here's the incentive, 1-100, Mike Perkins.
That one's not
Which is cool.
Terrible. It's not terrible. I like all the different versions of Joker they have. Like they have the Roy Joker from the Arkham games on there.
So the crazy thing is that the way this started off is everybody thought that Joker was going around killing people. But it turns out these people look like the Joker and they have no idea why.
Okay.
And Joker is kind of pissed off. He's like, they're stealing my gimmick. Yeah. It's like, so he basically wants to he volunteers to fight with them. Meanwhile, Harley's been held captive by the main villain.
Okay.
And Harley's in her jester costume.
Is that Silvestri?
This is 1 in 50.
Okay. That one's not bad.
Right?
That's pretty good.
I almost like this better than the original cover. If
I like
could
the bow tie. I like the ha-ha-ha's on the bow tie.
If my shop has this, I'm just going to be curious what the price of this is.
Probably. I can see right now. My LCS has it. It might be like $30, $40 maybe.
Right. We'll find out tomorrow. I go to 2 different shops. So. All right. So that's my number 3. Should I stay on this?
No, I'm actually not picking up this series. Actually, like I said, I'm trying to keep my mini series trimmed down.
I'll just say this: when it hits trade, pick it up.
Okay.
Definitely a fun read through.
as I say, I'm trying to not pick up miniseries. My number 3 is a miniseries, and it's one that I think Eric Breen will approve of. From Marvel Comics, we have Avengers: War Across Time #1
Did I pass it up?
by Paul Lovitz and Alan
No, I didn't.
Davis.
There it is.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna see Lazarus.
No, oh no, that almost made the list. Actually, Lazarus Planet almost made the list, but that's
So,
pretty much just because it's being.
Before you jump into this, I want to say this cover. When I saw this, this looks like the book I have with the little Avengers things. You know, the little Arden. It's not Arden Cho. I forget what it is, what the guy is, but he's JC Brian something. He does the little Avengers Masterworks covers. No.
Yeah. I mean, it's got several other covers. This is number 3, Brain. Numero 3. It's got several other covers, but it's a new story being written by Paul Levitz, having to do with Kang the Conqueror.
Yes.
And of course, Kang is about to be a really big deal. Have you seen the new Ant-Man trailer, by the way?
I did. I'm kind of liking the new MODOK face.
I heard a rumor about MODOK and who he actually is, and I'm actually kind of intrigued. I think it'd be really
I'm
cool.
just glad they're not doing the whole thing like, you know, the Teletubbies where they put the face over the thing, stretch it out. I'm not hungry. I don't want that.
Oh, remind me to show you the screenshot that I found that has his face on it, not
well,
just
no.
like a helmet.
Well, no, I saw someone posting it on, and it looked like a human face stretched out. And
Yeah.
it looked like Sharknado and Shark Boy, or Little Girl and Shark Boy.
Anyway, though, but yeah, this looks like it's a new story. It's got the classic Avengers lineup. It's
$6 for 52 pages.
$6 for 52, but it's Paul Levitz, an Eisner Hall of Fame writer.
And these guys are only on for the issue 1 and issue 3. The different team takes over for issue 2.
Okay.
So I was kind of worried about that. I was like, no.
Well, I mean, you figure they're probably working with the team on issue number 2.
I hope so, because a lot of times we get these covers like we're as writers, and also they have a different team taking over. That's kind of like X-Men Legends right now. I don't want that. I want, if you're gonna start a story off, start off with the original team and continue with that team. Don't give someone else a team thing over. But maybe I'll be proved wrong. But continue, sir.
Yeah, no, 52 pages. I'm hoping to get the Leinil Francis Yu cover. I think that one looks really neat. That one looks pretty cool too, actually.
It's Alan Davis.
The Alan Davis one. That's a little hint of what the interior art will be like right there.
Well, it's Hulk versus Avengers in this issue.
Yep. It's classic Avengers against the Hulk in the streets of New York, and it's the beginning. This is the synopsis. It's the beginning of a showdown with Kang the Conqueror that will span centuries. This is Paul Levitz's first Marvel book, unless the synopsis says, unless you count a letter written in Amazing Adventures #5. But yeah, it looks really cool. It looks like, a classic Avengers lineup, which gets my attention. I'm liking Kang the Conqueror a lot. I kind of like what I've seen of him in the last few modern Marvel books I've read him in.
So you're getting the U. You want the U variant, right?
That's the cover that I'm hoping to find. Yeah,
125. Look at that. Why isn't they drawing that for Iron Man when he flies? Why aren't they showing that? It should be bright. It should be flames coming out.
Should be something. Yeah, it should definitely be good looking like that. I mean, absolutely.
That looks cool. It reminds me of the Rocketeer. Remember when he'd fly, you see the flame?
Yeah.
Like that's
the Martin Kokolo cover is actually pretty cool too, where it's Cap and the the Invaders. That one's pretty cool too. But whichever one I find, I'll be happy with, as long as
I just want this. Look at this. The flames, Repulsor, how bright it is.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, classic Avengers, Kang the Conqueror. I think it'll be a good time. I'm sad it's only a 3-issue miniseries though. Again, with the freaking miniseries.
So the first one is going to be 52 pages for $6, and then it drops down dramatically for the next issue.
The next one it says is 28 pages, which seems really weird. I wonder if that's like some misinformation on League of Comic Geeks.
Maybe, but they're showing David Propose writing it.
Yeah, they showed David Propose and that other guy in the middle, but then you get to issue 3, and Levitz and Davis are back on it. So
Yeah.
We'll just have to
Yep.
wait to see
So
whenever issue
hopefully,
two
like I
comes
said,
out.
hopefully, yeah.
Hmm?
Definitely, it's not on my pull list this week. I mean, it's in my pull list, but it's not my top 5 because I'm leery when it comes to Marvel stuff, and it's what they like people write. So I'm definitely picking it up. This is not my top 5.
Yeah. Right on.
Um, especially when I saw that price, I was like, oof. And then I saw how many pages it was. I was like, you know what? And the fact it's this guy's first time writing. It's not
Yeah.
the DC guy, so I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna give it a shot.
Right
And
on.
it's classic Avengers. All right, though. My number 2. Oh, it's right here. Moon Knight, number 19.
Hey.
I thought this was Frenchie at first.
I
was
did
like,
too.
because we all miss Frenchie, but I don't want friends fighting. That's not right. Moon Knight delves into the depths of the earth to bring the vengeance and justice to the subterranean seas of New York City.
New York City.
I'm sure Marani was singing along with us.
Green might have been too.
And while wrestling with the new revelations brought to light by savage murder. Meanwhile, what exactly has Zodiac been up to all this time? Oh, so this must be the Zodiac. All right,
Maybe.
so I want this. Look at this cover.
That was pretty cool. Reminds me of Marvel versus Capcom a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
The original one.
I love the idea, bringing back the font, all this stuff. A little art could be a little better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The art could definitely be better. Yeah.
Yeah. And wow, did you see the rack on Tigra? Wow.
No, because they don't put her in a bikini anymore. The frauds.
Right here, look at that. They just grew 3 sizes overnight. All right, and then here's the demonized variant, which I don't care for these anymore. I'm just done. Because right now, what's going out? This is the dark web, demonized
Cthulhu
variant.
Knight.
Yeah, right.
And all the tentacles and everything.
Those are worms, no.
Oh, okay. Wow, that would make.
I don't know.
Wouldn't it? That one's pretty cool. I like.
All
that
right, and then this is the Lucio Perillo. The guy who does the hand paintings of these. These are all hand painted oil paint.
Yeah, that one's
and then
pretty
scan them.
Yeah.
My only complaint with this is get rid of the freaking Marvel 19. Get rid of this. Make it small. I don't need all this giant on the cover. It's a variant cover. Variant cover should not have these barcodes on them. Sorry. Especially a 1 in 25. It's a 1 in 50. I should not have a freaking barcode on the cover here. It just drives me nuts. Yeah, I just wish they'd go back, get rid of the small. I mean, before they used to have like those square here, and that's it. And then you'd have the barcode be like a little thing here. If you got that, then if you got the different version, you didn't have the barcode. You had Spider-Man. But I don't know. Speaking of New York City, I bought some Pace Picante sauce for the first time in ages. I don't know what it is, but I hope it's like pie. Pie's good.
I didn't know they did picante. I get paste salsa all the time. I don't get picante sauce.
All right. Or is it pie Conte?
No, it's picante, not pie Conte.
Yeah, I agree with Ash. The barcode should never be on the front. It should always be in the back of your book.
I agree.
Always.
But then what happens is so many of these comics now, they have ads on the back.
I don't care. Cover the ad. Cover the ad with a barcode.
Look, especially because so many of them have like a Marvel comic will have something Marvel related as an ad on the back. You should just still be able to put a barcode on it.
All right, I'm leaving this. Do I have to stay on it?
Yeah, you can stay on it. This is my number 2. Just assume that our number 2 and number 1 are the same.
All right.
So yeah, this is my number 2 as well. Moon Knight number 19. I've really been enjoying this. Jed MacKay has become. I just want to read everything that he's writing for Marvel now, mainly because of how he's writing Moon Knight. I think he's doing a fantastic job with Moon Knight. The last issue was fantastic. I think it was the most fun I've had reading a Moon Knight comic since he
Yeah.
took over.
Can we both agree though? If he punches any of these, he's murdering people.
Maybe depends on where he hits them. Like if he hits them in the cheek, you're not dead. I'm sorry.
They look like they got like they're like those arrows. You know, you find them and they for
well maybe they're silver tipped and he's fighting vampires. I mean that is like his main.
You know what? He probably is. It probably is a vampire here.
Might be. He looks like there was a comment on League of Comic Geeks that says he looks like M. Bison from Street Fighter.
It looks like he just got. It looks like he just stepped off the Love Boat.
Yeah, maybe he did. I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, no. I mean, between Jed McKay and then the artist Alessandro Cappuccino, no, it's not his name, Capuccio, who just does a great job on the interiors with Moon Knight. I love the art more than anything. The way he makes Moon Knight's costume shine and stand out among like the darkness of New York and like the dim lit alleyways and everything. It just is a fantastic read. Really well written. The action is great. Cannot recommend this enough. This is one of my favorite Marvel books from last year. And with any luck, it'll continue to be one of my favorite Marvel books going into this year. So that is my number 2.
Ash is saying so many hoes. What does that do with this? SMH. Isn't that what that means? SMH?
No, it means shaking my head.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Wow, then I have really.
My mom sends me the same thing when I text her stuff. She says the same thing.
You sure she is what she's saying?
Yeah, I don't think she's saying so many hoes. I don't think she's saying that.
Whew. All right. Well, then I have a lot to apologize for too. Some of these people have been saying stuff.
Undead Quinn, his number 3 book was Bone Orchard Mythos, 10,000 Black Feathers. That's a lot of feathers. That was issue number 5. His number 2 book of the week was Monsters of Metal, Krampus in Concert, number 1. Ash even had a book number 3. His 3rd book of the week is Blade Runner 2039.
Nice.
That brings us to where we are now. We are going into, I believe, the number 1 spot.
Yes, my number 1. I'll give you a little recap so far before we get to my number 1. All right, so my number 5 was Carnage issue number 9. My number 4 was Batman, the animated, it's basically animated series. I call it the Adventures of Continue, season 3. You would call it. Batman and Deadly Joker, issue number 3 is my number 3. Number 2, which you saw, was Moon Knight, number 19. And my number 1 for this week is basically the same one that you probably have. So give us a little recap.
All right, sure. So my number 5 book of this week is Nemesis Reloaded number 1 by Mark Millar and Jorge Jimenez. Number 4 goes to Chip Zdarsky on Daredevil number 7. Number 3 is Avengers Across Time, issue number 1 from Paul Levitz and Alan Davis. My number 2, same as yours, was Moon Knight number 19 from Mr. Jed McKay. And the number 1 book of the week is... I'm glad to see it's number 1 on League of Comic Geeks. It means a lot of people are getting that.
Yeah. The great thing I was talking to Ash about this last night on the channel. We check us out Monday nights at 11 p.m. Central, 12 Eastern. And dude, we were just going over this, and I was explaining to him because I've been following Jeremy Adams, his posts, and I saw a preview for this, the 1 Minute War. Mm-hmm. It's basically 24, but in 1 minute.
Nice.
So it's like, so I don't know how many issues it's supposed to be going across, how many issues it's going to be, but it's part 1.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at this, and like, they even show it as like, 2 seconds here. It's like, I'm excited for this. Now it's Roger Cruz. He's not the original artist, is he?
No, the original artist was somebody else. Looks like he's teaming up with somebody different for this event.
It was Fernando Pasarin.
Normally, Fernando Pasarin is who he's been working with. So yeah, Roger Cruz is a different artist. Yeah, so that's exciting.
Yeah, so he's got Roger Cruz. So I've never seen Roger Cruz's art. What has he worked on?
He's done.
X-Men, Uncanny X-Men.
Uncanny
some of those.
X-Men.
X-Men, yeah.
He's
All right,
got
so
he's
yeah.
got a style. I've seen him a few of the things that he's drawn actually. Looking at his
Oh, cool.
credits list, I've read a few things that he's drawn.
All right, so yeah, right. So okay, so I'm a little more
He did a lot of the
comfortable.
Marvel
No,
Adventures, like the all ages type of books. He's done some work on those. He did a Task Force Z cover, I guess. X-Men First Class, which was a fun little mini series to read. So yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, he's got a pretty cool style. I'm kind of excited to see what it looks
all
like on
right.
Flash.
So it says, as any super speedster worth their salt will tell you, time can move pretty slow for the incredibly fast. So what happens when an entire armada of concrete speedster aliens show up? They're called the faction, or fraction. They're called the fraction.
Matt Fraction? What? He's a villain?
I know, right?
I knew it.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
People wondering, where's Barry Allen? Barry Allen's back in the book, bro. He's back.
Doggone
and we have Impulse, so you can see on the cover, Jay Garrick.
Honestly, anybody that's related to the Flash, I kind of love it actually.
So the most intense battle of the Earth is ever waged is going to be done in the span of 60 seconds. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine if you're like Batman? You're like, what the heck?
What just happened?
Anybody? It's like
a breeze just goes by in the Batcave. Dang it, Barry! Actually, no, I'm looking at the supporting characters. I just got happy because
Jesse Quick's in this as a main character.
Nope. I mean, yes, but that's not why I'm happy. It's related to Jesse Quick, though. Rick Tyler, our man, her husband, that you do not see anywhere, is in this book. So that's cool. I'm excited about
Iris is back finally. We got Donna Troy, Max Mercury, Roy in here too.
Mr. Terrific.
Well, the reason these guys are in here, though, Roy Hopper, and because I saw a preview because they're having a cookout.
Well, yeah, it's Wally. They're Titans.
So they're at a cookout, and the only thing that kind of made me mad because the guy asked her, "Oh, are these meatless?" They're like, "Yeah, and Mr. Michael Holtz is like, "Yeah, they're terrific," or something like that. I was like, "No, I'm tired of the veggie burgers. Okay, we need real burgers, you know." But I thought it was kind of funny though that he brought up the thing. I was like, I tagged Jeremy in this, and I showed him basically when Barry was having the hot dogs and all that stuff. Remember that? It's Tweety-rific. He had all the freaking food. That was I think that was during.
Wait, what book?
This was during Mike. This is the Flash. Wally West. This isn't the first time the Flash has been obsessed with like hot dogs and burgers. During
the Jeremy Adams run?
No.
Or are you talking about during the Mike Barron run?
During the Mike Barron run.
Okay,
Mike Barron, yes. Actually, it might have been. Actually, it might have been during Mark Wade's. If I think about it now.
Okay.
They kind of blur together.
This is the only one that I've read all through. I've read like a few issues of Barron's, and I haven't even touched any of Wade's.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm excited for this. Just having Bart be back here. Here's this is the foil star.
Impulse is in here. Jay Garrick, my personal favorite Flash, is in here. Wally, Jesse Quick. You got the whole family. You got the Bakers, Buddy Baker, Animal Man. He and his daughter are in here.
So my question,
is
anyone going to die in this?
Yeah, I think Iris does.
You think so?
I think so. I follow him on Twitter. I follow Jeremy Adams on Twitter too.
I didn't get that, but I heard that somebody from the Flash Flemmy is going to die. That's all I know.
It's probably going to be Iris, because Barry's not. I don't know. I mean, let me take it back. It probably won't be Iris because Barry will save her, or they'll go off into the speed.
We already know who's going to die. They're going to kill Max Mercury because nobody cares about Max.
They might. They killed him off in Deceased. They did do that.
I think it's gonna be though. I think it's gonna be Jay.
No, they're not gonna kill Jay. There's no way they're gonna kill Jay. Not with Jeff Johns coming back and doing JSA and
stuff. Or Our Man.
They're not gonna kill Our Man. Our Man's popular coming off of Stargirl.
I don't know. I'm just glad we actually get to see Animal Man finally.
Maybe they'll kill Animal Man. Maybe they'll kill somebody that you like.
Hartley Rathway is in this too as a cameo, and so is Lion Mane.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know either.
Reminds me of Griffin, the Avengers.
Oh, imagine if Roy gets killed.
No,
They just
I don't
grab
think
him.
he's not going to get killed. They're already like featuring him for Joshua Williamson's Green Arrow run. He's
No,
already like
the
front
only
center for that.
person that needs to die in this is Barry, so we can just have one Flash.
They're not going to kill. If they do kill him, then they'll kill Iris. They'll kill them both off at the same time.
I think so.
But I honestly I don't think that that'll be the case though. I think the whole somebody will die. I think that's just like a teaser thing because they say
Sure, it
that
could
in
be.
every look. Jeremy Adams is a great writer. I don't think he writes the synopsis though. I think that somebody, the same person that does it for DC, is probably the same person that does it for Marvel, where they always write somebody will die or someone's life will be forever changed. Blah blah blah. It's not every issue that happens, guys. So I don't know. Personally, I don't think anybody's gonna die. Honestly, that's a pretty sweet cover.
I like
though.
this cover here.
That's not bad. I do like the cover A a little bit more though, just because it has Impulse and J on it. But that's not sweet. That's a pretty sweet one. Daniel Bayliss. I've never heard of him.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm getting the main cover in this, and I was looking at it, so I was like, I kind of like these ships. It kind of reminds me of the Guardians of the Galaxy ship, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Or the Cylon ships they had.
Yeah.
In I think it was in the. Forgot what show that was. It might have been Battlestar Galactica or might have been another one.
Battlestar Galactica with Cylons, yeah.
Yeah, or just I forgot what ship it was, but yeah, it's a. Anyway, so
that Starbuck piloted? Wasn't that one the Cylons? That was the humans.
No, it's from a popular TV show. But anyway, you're gonna be disappointed, Zach. Everyone dies eventually.
Yeah, but because of comic books, just about everybody comes back too. So, just about.
Why is there a yellow costume in my closet? What are you talking about? I would never have. I don't have anything yellow in my closet.
I don't have anything yellow in mine. Yellow is not my color.
No, I would never have anything like that. No.
I'm confused.
You trying to say I'm a bit negative?
Maybe he's trying to say you're a reverse Flash. That's why you're wanting somebody in the Flash family to die.
I just want Barry Allen to die, okay? I'm sick of Barry Allen. Long live
That's why
Gingers.
he's got the yellow costume in his closet.
Dude, I wish. Dude, would you not wish to be like a speedster? I don't care if I'm Barry or I would actually.
I would want to be a speedster, honestly. That way, I wouldn't have to drive anywhere.
And of course, I'm gonna be Earbud Thawne because I'm not gonna pay for the food I'm eating. That bill would be rocking high. So, all right, no, it's better than being Hunter Solomon. I think that was the one Wally West's fan of Reverse Flash, the one that was in the wheelchair.
Maybe.
There was two.
I remember from season 2 of The Flash where it's like he disguised himself as Jay Garrick for most of the show.
Well, no, in the comic books there was two yellow Flashes. I thought.
Yeah, there was Reverse Flash and there's Professor Zoom.
Yeah, I think was Professor Zoom the one that was the cop.
Maybe.
Either way.
Maybe. Undead Quinn, I am pulling Lazarus Planet. It's Mark Waid, and regardless of what you think about him as a person, he has been writing gold for DC so far. So if he's writing it, I'm fairly confident it'll be a decent issue, a decent story. I actually read today he's got several unannounced projects coming up at DC this year, so could potentially be adding some more books to our pull from DC. But yeah, so I'm only really pulling 6 books this week. So it's the 5 that I've mentioned, and then Lazarus Planet, and I might pick up Carnage. So
there we go.
There we go. The hardcover.
All right, Secret Wars is out this week
again.
All right, Nick Spencer. Nick Spencer, the last guy to give a shit about actual Spider-Man before they butchered him.
I thought people didn't like Nick Spencer's Spider-Man run.
At first I didn't, but towards the end he made up for it. He got rid of original sins. He basically retconned that.
He retconned the whole Norman Osborn.
The first half I didn't care for. It's the second half that actually I cared for. He had MJ and Peter actually being a couple again.
Oh, okay.
And Peter was gonna basically propose, but then management decided, you know what, we're just gonna kick Mary Jane off into Los Angeles, have her own book, and then after that they just basically said, screw you, Peter. So Secret Wars is this is the new printing. It's in the hardcover. It is $75 here, probably $50 over on In Stock Trades. Check that out. There's two covers.
You get the 12 issues of Secret Wars, and then you also get the Mighty Thor number 383 and She-Hulk number 10.
All right. We also have House of M Omnibus, $125.
Cool. Oh,
Prodigy.
Hey, we forgot Ash and Undead Quinn's number 1 books.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Undead Quinn's number 1 issue is Ghost Rider number 10 from Benjamin Percy, which I've been hearing good things about. And then Ash's number 1 is
Nemesis Reloaded.
And he says it's not even close.
Amazing Fantasy is collected now, finally coming out for $18. And Strange Tales Volume 2, The Eternity War, $16.
Kaiju number 8 has Volume 5 coming out. Yes.
Yep.
Manga time.
Dynamite Lives, $20. Get some more manga in here too, which would be kind of weird. And that's it.
Yeah, kind of light on the trades this week and the hardcovers.
Yeah, Doctor Strange, yep. House of M, Nick Spencer, Spider-Man, and Secret Wars, and Prodigy, and Grendel Omnibus by Matt Wagner. Yeah. Definitely books you'll be checking out. If you're a Deadpool fan, get the Deadpool Bad Blood. Which is really weird. They're releasing it in trade again because it started off as a trade back in 2017 or 2019, and now it was released as floppies, which I collected all of them. Now it's being released again in trade. So buy both trades. If you have the first one, now you have the second one.
Get it before Deadpool makes his MCU debut, and you could turn it around and sell it.
Yes. And fans are pissed off because they won't have the taxi driver in Deadpool 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well.
Wah.
Nobody's watching Deadpool for the taxi driver.
Yeah. But and Zach will be getting his Max Strike Monster Hunters.
No, probably not. Is that the first one or the second one?
It's the only one. It's Monster Hunters Max Strike.
Oh yeah, it's the second one.
All right.
Probably not.
Yeah. So nothing much really else on here going on. There's a lot of manga stuff.
Yeah, a lot of manga. Ash says there's a Prodigy trade paperback.
Yep. We already said that. Yeah, it's right here.
Is that a Mark Millar? Mark Millar? Prodigy?
It's my yep. It is not the first series. It's a connecting series. It's like it's the second series. So if you can check out the first one, it might make a little more sense. Okay. I read it, and I just couldn't get into it. Ash loves it, and I'm glad that he has something that he can enjoy. It's getting harder for people who we're picky about comic books. It's okay. That's it for this week, though. I hope you guys had fun, and I hope you guys enjoy the books that you buy this week.
That's right. Have a good new comic book day. Enjoy your comics. Come back here and check us out Thursday night at 7:00.
Yeah. I'll be checking my list to see what my top 5 is the same when it comes to this Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.
8 p.m. Why did I say 7? 8 p.m. Central.
Yes.
Come back over here and see if our top 5 if they add up to what we predicted.
Yeah, I know. So I just want to give a little shout out to because I feel bad. He just showed up. Going on, little Rhaegar.
Austin, I got my auction books in the mail yesterday, actually. I'll probably show off a few of them on Thursday.
On Thursday, definitely. This is the week to show them up because next week my books are back to be normal. It's like everything that didn't come out this week and last week is like, hey, remember us? My wallet's like, no.
little sneak preview. Little sneak preview. I've got a large chunk of these that came in the mail.
Nick Fury, Agent of Shield.
Nick Fury. Yep. And Quicksilver is an Agent of Shield too, apparently.
Yes. Eric will also be on Thursday nights. And Ash, if you want on, just send me a message and I'll give you a link. But that being said, I hope you guys had fun. And if you've already done so, please click like and subscribe. It helps the interaction with the channel, helps the algorithm. And if you can, drop a dollar in the Ko-Fi bin. It goes to basically for the streamer, which is like $25 or $20 a month. It also goes towards the Marvel and the DC reading app, which Palpatine pays for everything. Here, I feel bad. I always drop it. I always give him some money, but I mean, I can't be the only one giving him money. Help
Not
me,
under the bridge, at least.
and especially if you love our Fantastic Four readings that we do in here, which seems to be blowing up tremendously. So we can't do those without your help. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for always watching us, and we hope to see you guys on Thursday. Thank you very much, and have a good night. Say good night, Zach.
Good night, Zach. And good night to